Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the grounded Gliscor favorite Armor Holder PokeTube of this channel, and I want to welcome you to another team builder for the Alola International Season 1, and I'm your coach, the grounded Gliscor, coach of the Low Land Nidoqueens, and this week we are taking on the Windsor Weaviles, coached by Ethan, in the week 11 of the Alola International. We're rounding up the season quite fast right now. We're week 11 out of 12, and we're heading to the playoffs as of right now. Playoffs are still not determined for the Sun Conference. Sun Conference is a bit of in the pickle of who is going to be in the playoffs and whatnot. So it's going to be a very close match actually, but due to us winning last week, we are managed to stick playoffs, and even if we lose the upcoming 2 matches, we are still in the playoffs, so we can have some fun if we want to and just play around with some stuff. So this is why the team that you see in front of you, might confuse you on some things and whatnot. So by this time of the video, your Low Land Nidoqueens are currently 8-2, and our opponent Ethan is currently 5-5 as well, as I see right here. Yes, he is 5-5. So be sure to hit the like button down below for us if you're a proud supporter of the Low Land Nidoqueens and are happy that we made the playoffs in our first league that we did on the channel since we came back. We managed to work hard for this, and also just as a quick thing for you guys, at the end of the season I will do a season recap of all months that we have used this season and how I thought that would perform and whatnot, so stay tuned for that as well. But actually, let's go straight into this team builder, not to keep you up any longer, and how this actually will work out. As normally, I will go over the team of my opponent, talk about the threats that he potentially has, then I will go over the team that you see in front of you, why I brought the mons with the current spreads that they have and the moves and whatnot, so you get some intel in my thought process. So, without further notice, let's actually get into the team of my opponent Ethan. And oh yeah, we also thought, Ethan and and I talked a bit together, and we discussed that we would not take this match very seriously and just bring some fun stuff. But I still want to try to win, because we can actually, if we win the upcoming 2 rounds, we are going to be able to get the highest score in the league. And that's currently what I'm aiming for, to be currently 10-2. So that's what I'm going for. So let's actually get straight into the team builder. So, but the team of my opponent will also appear on your right momentarily. So let's see. His team consists of Victini, Zapdos, Toxapex, Ferrothorn, Porygon2, Mega Absol, Goodra, Mimikyu, Diggersby, Kabutops, and Heracross. His Z captain is of course Victini, and for the people who don't know, we had Heracross for about 1 or 2 weeks. We wanted to bring it to him the first time, so be sure to check out the team builder for that if you want to see how that went. We actually traded that to him for a free agency trade that he could do and give up to us. We decided to actually grab Regirock, so that we got actually Regirock throughout him. So I'm very happy about that one. So let's actually talk about this team for a bit. So Victini, of course, very scary because of his base 100 stats across the board. We do not know what to expect actually for him to bring. Can be physical, can be special, can be mixed, can be Scarfed Specs, Life Orbs, Z Crystal even. So it's very hard to prep for something like that because you do not quite know what he can bring. So it can easily catch you off guard. Victini is a humongous threat towards our team though. Victini can easily plow through if it's a mixed set or a choice Scarf set, because it can outspeed a number of our mons and then actually do some massive damage towards that with Recreate, Glaciate, Fusion Bolt, or something like that. We have Zapdos, very good mons, also very defensive. Potentially can also be very offensive, base 100 speed as well, so he has a good speed tier in those 2 mons already. Zapdos has the ability to have the static as its ability instead of pressure, just to punish some mons that want to hit it physically still. So that's that. Zapdos does get a lot of coverage, gets Volt Switch and U-Turn. So it can actually switch around either way if it wants to, so we need to watch out for that as well. The third mon he has is actually going to be Toxapex. Toxapex is very bulky, very annoying mon in my opinion, because Toxapex is indeed too bulky to actually take down, and with the Regenerator it can be so bulky that you need to struggle against it if you do not have the right mons or moves for it. So that's pretty much Toxapex in my opinion. Then we have Ferrothorn, which is also has a 4 times weakness to fire, so we can maybe capitalize on that one. Do not bring Natural Gift Fire this week again, because I think that it would not be useful this week, so that's why not. So Ferrothorn, 4 times weak to fire, but still doesn't let it be down to be a good mon, because even if it's 4 times weak to fire, he is still going to be able to use it to its good potential, I feel like. Ferrothorn does have the ability to have Spikes, Stealth Rocks, a Leech Seed, and combined with Protect can also be a very annoying monster. So Toxapex and Ferrothorn are both very annoying to deal with. And to counter that up as well, he has a Porygon 2, which can be very annoying as well with Toxic Recover. Can also have the Try Attack to spread statuses around if he doesn't want to go rely on Toxic. Can also have the Volt Switch, if I'm correct, if he does get it. I'm not completely sure. But Porygon 2 with the Eviolite is just pretty annoying to deal with. So he has 3 very bulky, annoying monsters to deal with. And then he actually starts off with some more offense right here. So he has the Mega Absol. Mega Absol is very fast, very hard hitting mon. Still a dark type. Does have pretty decent coverage selection. Can also most likely use the fire type moves that would probably get like Fire Blast and Flamethrower or something like those lines. Does have the Sucker Punch also, so we need to watch out for that. So Absol, very fast mon. We need to watch out for that. And then we actually bounce off into Goodra. Goodra, we have that in the TDL as well. Goodra is a very bulky mon. Can also be run offensive, physical, special, mixed even. Can also be an Assault Vest user. Can be Leftovers, can be Life Orb. We don't quite know what to expect because it's so very versatile. So we need to counteract on that. Then he also has a Mimikyu on his team, which can also be set up and can be very scary. And also has the Disguise, so it actually is immune to one of our moves. And then it gets busted and then we can attack it. Annoying set probably would be Mimikyu with Disguise as substitute. That is also something that he could run and very annoying to deal with. So we need to capitalize on that if we see that happening, as we do not have an Infiltrator monster sub as the pretty scary set that he could bring. Diggersby though. Diggersby is actually the mon that can actually destroy lives as well because of a Choice Bandit return. Can do tremendous damage. Choice Bandit Earthquake can do tremendous damage. Choice Bandit Quick Attack also. And as Diggersby overall. Also a variety that he can run is a Diggersby with Cheek Pouch. Cheek Pouch is normally used for a lead Diggersby, which is also a set that probably can be ran with Citrus Berry and Spikes. Spikes Quick Attack, return, something along those lines, and U-Turn. As it gets U-Turn, it can actually have a Volturn core with Zapdos, Absol, Diggersby, and then Victini as well, so he can play around our team pretty well with that. Then he has a Kabutops, good Brain Sweeper, as he does not have a way to set up Brain, but if he can get up Brain, that's because he brought that in the past with Hydration Goodra. We need to watch out that it can actually plow through a number on our mons like Dragonite, Rotom, Shaman if it gets the coverage, Nidoqueen, and potentially Scissor as well with a Waterfall. So Swift Swing Kabutops pretty scary, but I think we can deal with it. And of course, lastly, he has the Heracross. Heracross can be Choice Bandit, Guts, Choice Scarf. So with him having Guts, I do not feel that quite good to actually run a status move for some of my mons, because I do not want to catch the Heracross on the status move, and then he can then plow through our team with Stone Edge, Earthquake, Close Combat, Mangahorn, that kind of coverage. So that is his team, and even though I said we do not take this batch too seriously, I did just put something together that I thought that could work. Still want to have some fun, so might be some diverse spreads and sets in there as well. And then actually let's get straight into this team builder. So we open up this team builder straight up with Tetsu the Scissor, making his comeback again. Holding the Choice Band this week with Technician ability, Rocket U-Turn, Bullet Punch, Knockoff, and Roost. 60 HP, 196 attack, Adamant Nature with 54 in defense and 200 speed. The reason we have Roost on the Choice Bandit set is that actually we just need U-Turn, Bullet Punch, and Knockoff. And I did not want to actually feel like I need the Iron Head on this, so that's why. So if we force a switch, we can use Roost on there and then get healthy enough as possible and then switch back out again. Because Choice Bandit Scissor just hit so hard, even against the Ferrothorn. I could have also suggested to maybe run Superpower, but I did not want to take Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs damage. And since spoilers, not going to run a Cleric this week, I actually need all the recovery that I can get. So we have the 200 speed to actually go for an outspeeding a bulky Zapdos, because we were able to do that. The outspeed a bulky Zapdos, can U-turn on that if need be, or Roost even if need be. So that's that. And then we have the 196 attack, because that's all we need to break through a number on his team with the Choice Band U-turn or the Choice Band Bullet Punch. because Choice Band of Bullet Punch is around 68% towards Heracross as an example, which is just fine in my book, as we can just destroy everything that he wants to bring. So that's actually going to be our Scissor right here. Very happy that he can come again, and let's actually give them a piece of what his Bucktype can do. So the second Pokemon on the squad is actually going to be the Saphira, practically sort of the same as we would have read in week 5. We have Saphira with the Ground EMZ with the multi-skill ability, rocking Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Fire Punch, and Dragon Dance, rocking 72 HP, 200 attack, 48 defense, and 188 speed. The 188 speed with an Adamant Nature allows us to outspeed mons like Bulky Zapdos, Ferrothorn, Porygon 2, Mega Absol, not Mega Absol, sorry, Goodra, Max Speed Mimikyu, I believe, or Min Speed Mimikyu, I'm sorry, Diggersby, Kabutops, and Heracross actually. So with that, we are able to, with the Ground EMZ, we are able to destroy the Toxapex with that, and Fire Punch destroys the Ferrothorn. And then with Dragon Claw, we can bust through Porygon 2. So this is actually a mon to blow through his entire defensive core. And also Dragon Claw at +1 does a tremendous good amount towards defensive Zapdos. We do need to watch out, as I said before, that he can run the static ability. But I'm not too worried about that. I think Saphira can just plow through his team, as I said before, with the current moves that it has. Could have run maybe a different move, or maybe have E-Speed for something like a Mega Absol, but I do not expect Mega Absol to be a problem if we have Bullet Punch on the team as well. And have some other mons on the team which can maybe dish a hit out as well towards the mons that normally would switch into for Scissor. The 72 HP and the 48 defense is practically all that we need to take a Ice Beam from Absol and take also a Draco Meteor from Goodra. Even after the multi-skill, we are able to live a Draco Meteor from offensive Goodra, so that's that. Pretty good about that one. So we have done the Dragon Claw and Earthquake, as I said before, to blow through his defensive core, so that's that. The third Pokemon on the squad is actually going to be Gibson again, holding the leftovers this week with Levitate ability, Rocket Discharge, HP Fire, Protect as substitute, Rocket 240 HP, 188 defense, 28 special attack, 32 special defense, and 20 speed. As normally, I would run 20 speed to avoid speed creeps on Rotom. 240 HP is then to be a bit more bulky compared with 188 defense. And then 32 special defense to take also some hits. But this Rotom is actually designed to take on a Victini. And so we can live a V-Create, we can leave a Fusion Bolt, we can even eat Focus Blast if need be. Not as good as I thought we would with Rotom, but I do not want to bring Blissey in versus a Victini, because if I'm correct, Victini gets Calm Mind. I'm pretty scared of that, so that's that. But Rotom is actually be able to take a hit, then discharge, or protect the scout, or substitute if he potentially wants to swap out if he sees that he does not do enough damage towards us. And then we have the HP Fire for the Heracross and the Ferrothorn mostly, because if you have the HP Fire on the Rotom, we are able to actually stay in after we launch the fire move, and are not forced to stay in, forced to switch out if we get a drop from the overheat that we just used, or that we changed into a setup fodder. That's not something I want to do, so that's why I run the HP Fire again. And then Protect Substitute, I just filler moves to gain leftover recovery, stall out potential rain that he can bring, or substitute on a potential swap. I'm sorry, pretty tired. So that's actually that, and then we have the 28 special attack, just to have a bit more offensive pressure versus him with Discharge. Fourth Pokemon squad is actually going to be Zaratan, the Mega Blastoise right here, holding the Blastoise out, of course, rocking the Mega Launcher ability if he Mega Evolves, and if not, he will have the Torrent ability, so let's actually change to that real quick. We're rocking Ice Punch, Aura Sphere, HP Flying, and Rapid Spin, rocking 180 HP, 88 attack, 32 defense, 140 special attack, and 68 in speed. 68 in speed is actually to outspeed a Goodra if it's not infested, and then hit it actually with an Ice Punch, because I know that Ice Punch does more to a Goodra than Ice Beam would, because Goodra is most likely going to be the swap for Blastoise, as Ice Punch now has the chance to actually two-shot a Goodra with max HP. Then we have HP Flying to hit monsters like Heracross, because we are able to live a hit and we are able to strike back. This also is a neutral hit of Ferrothorn as well. Aura Sphere hits Porygon 2. It hits Porygon 2, hits Ferrothorn, hits Mega Absol as well, hits Kabutops, so that's great. And then we have Rapid Spin. We do get walled by this set versus Victini, and versus Toxapex. But as I said, for Toxapex, we have potentially to switch in from Dragonite or Rotom Heat. As I predict that Toxapex most likely will be just, if it comes, then Toxapex can be just support, I would assume. And it probably has Baneful Bunker or something along those lines. Then we have the 140 special attack to 2-shot a OU utility Ferrothorn, which is normally Spadef investment. And then we have the defense with the HP to take a better hit from Heracross. Blastoise can shine this week again, as it normally would do, because it almost came every week, and Blastoise is just straight up amazing. So Blastoise did an amazing job already for us this season, and I think it could pull us through this week as well. Fifth Pokemon on the squad is going to be something different. We're bringing Shaman with a Choice Scarf, Hawthorne right here, rocking the Natural Cure, rocking Seed Flare, HP Fire, Air Slash, and Rest. 48 HP, 4 defense, 212 special attack, and 244 is speed. 244 is speed with the Choice Scarf allows us to outspeed his entire team except Scarfers. 212 special attack is all that we actually need, and a 48 HP with a 4 defense, just what we had left mostly. Seed Flares to hit as neutral. Seed Flare is there to hit the Thumber on his team with Seed Flare as stab move and low rates per death. This is probably something for like Kabutops and Toxapex mostly. Do need to watch out for Sapsipper Gudra, but I do not think that he wants to switch this into a Gudra. That he wants to switch Gudra in onto our Shaman, and if he does, then he gets a bit more weakness for Blastoise to the point that Blastoise could take it out. You have HP Fire for the same reason as Rotom probably has, well, sort of. That we can hit the Ferrothorn so we do not get walled by that. And Air Slash is there to hit the Heracross because Heracross is a very scary threat. So then, as I explained, this is going to be a Choice Scarf Shaman, something new that we did not bring yet this season, so I think this can be fun to use. And then we bounce now into our last one, which is going to be Elizabeth the Nidoqueen. Did also great. It's going to be the team leader for our squad with the most kills so far. And I'm very happy that Nidoqueen did so well. So we have Nidoqueen right here with the Black Sludge and the Sheer Force ability, rocking Earth Power, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Stealth Rock, rocking 172 HP, 180 special attack, 72 special defense, 84 in speed. 84 in speed is to outspeed the Gudra as well, and 180 special attack is practically all that we needed. And then we have 172 HP and a 72 special defense to take some more hits from monsters like Gudra and Zapdos and Toxapex. Stealth Rock is there to maybe hurt his team and force him to defog or Rapid Spin, as we hit Zapdos and Victini pretty well with the Stealth Rocks, and also can break a potential cess for the Mimikyu. Toxic, it will never miss, so we can actually spam that as well. The only immunities that he has is Toxapex, Ferrothorn, and Absol if it Mega Evolves. But other than that, we can practically hit everything with Toxic to wear down his team. So it's actually going to be our team, and I think I kept you long enough, so I will see you today later in the battle. And I'm the Ground and Gliscor. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, whatever I'm going to make. I will see you next time, guys, and I'm out. Bye.